Is there a camera guy coming in this car? No, I guess not. Okay.
I think these three are they're only looking at the front view, evidently.
Okay, so we're gonna start for the record now, okay?
Okay.
Now, you grew up a huge Leaf fan, right?
Huge. I don't think you could get a bigger Leaf fan. I think I was not a Leaf fan for one day, and that was when they traded Frank Mahovlich, and then I came back to earth the next day. But you know, when you grow up in Toronto and you played your minor hockey for the Marlies and your junior hockey for the Marlies, and then you get drafted by the Leafs, and you never want to leave their system, even if you're even in the minors. I mean, once you're a Leaf fan, you're always a Leaf fan. I mean, it's just something that's inbred in you, that you hated Montreal when we were growing up, and nothing's changed.
Do you still hate Montreal?
Absolutely. An interesting story. I talking to my mom the other day, and she says, "Oh, I'm so nervous. You're coming to Toronto to play the Leafs." And I said, "Well, Mom, who are you going to cheer for?" And she said, "I don't know yet." I said, "I'm your son. You got to cheer for me." And she, "Oh, the Leafs are so good this year." I'll tell you, I haven't been back here in forever. When I was playing here in the midget year, we went 44-0 that year. That same team moved up to Junior B and won the Junior B championship. And the same 15 guys from that team went to the Marlies the next year, and we won the Memorial Cup.
What do you remember? Like, look out on the ice.
Yeah, it's funny how it's flooding the memories just looking at it. I haven't been in this rink in 40 years. The helmets were really bad back then, as you can imagine. And I remember falling and getting a skate kick me in the head and cutting me, and my dad lifting me and going to get stitches in the back of my head. So that was my indoctrination to hockey at 5 years old.
Okay, Bruce, where are we going to next?
You know what, if I can remember it, we're gonna go to the place where I was born, and I haven't been there for a long time, so it's gonna be cool to look at it.
Should be coming up. 26 was right back there.
This is a nice street.
This isn't Wiltshire?
I don't know why I'm thinking Wiltshire, because I know I lived on, but this isn't the street. Hey, Mother, we lived on Wiltshire, didn't we? Do you remember the number? 126. Okay, bye-bye.
So this is your childhood
This is where I
home.
grew up, yeah. This is where I started playing hockey and started living, and actually it was my grandparents' house. We lived in the basement. This was it. And we used to, there's a park over here called Wadsworth Park where we would, and you would never think of doing it anymore, but my mom would leave me there at 6 years old and leave me for the day. And then we'd come home and they'd never worry about it. I can't even picture letting my children do that now.
Final destination of Bruce Boudreau's tour of Toronto, Earls Court Park.
Earls Court Park, I hope it's still even standing. It used to be there anyway, and it was called Earls Court, so that's where we're gonna go. Look at this. This is pretty good.
Yeah,
thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the Ken Dry. Look at that.
Real cool scores, and you know, wow.
I'm just amazed I haven't gotten into a car accident yet. How's my driving?
It's fine.
So this is Earls Court Park, and this is the first place you ever put on skates?
This is the first place my dad would take me, just because it was just up the road here. And the big difference here is the same rink, but it had a circular thing right around where the people would pleasure skate.
Now, when did you realize that you were a good enough player that you would be able to be a pro?
I thought my junior B year, but I remember it's the only thing I ever wanted to do. I'm so fortunate. Not many people get a chance to have done what I've done for the last 40 years, so I count my blessings every day.
Okay, so we've been to your first rink where you played organized team, George Bell Arena. We've been to your childhood home, and now we've been to the first rink you ever skated on. Now, you win a Stanley Cup in Minnesota. Can you imagine bringing it back here?
Yeah, I've dreamt about it almost every day. Believe me, when you're a hockey guy, it's pretty well the only thing you ever think about. And I think about it all the time.